It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
You
I
think?
think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like... It's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different
Well, that's what it is.
feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like...
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry. Okay. It's okay.
Reality's sinking in.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Do you ever like wake up or do something and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Just when you think we couldn't get lower in society right now, this girl tops it. So this is an OF chick called Phillips, and she set a challenge to with 100 dudes in a single day, and she managed to do it. But now it's all concluded, she's had time to reflect. Now that it's sinking in, she's starting to regret it. It's a sad world we live in, it really is.
I think I was you know when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous, it was like the day before, I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good, it was more, I guess the interactions weren't like, I'd have to stop them early and like, you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. And like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like they didn't, like you didn't give them a good time.
Oh my God, man. It's hard to believe that this is real and this actually happened, but it did. But when I first started hearing about this, because you guys went crazy sending me this, said, Sam, you got to see this. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was all a joke, but it isn't. And she said she had a great time, but I mean, look at the state of her now.
It's like they only got 2 minutes.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way. Like, kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I felt bad, like some people just travel so far, like I didn't want to give them a shit time and like come away from this and be like, oh, that was shit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the, I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're going to do this. And like, it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all.
No shit. And I mean, can you imagine her family like seeing this? I'll put a link to the whole documentary. If you want to watch it, that's up to you, but I will link it below if you want to see it. It's got almost 2.5 million views. And imagine what her family think watching this. And she's saying robotic. Of course she is. Of course she's going to feel that way. Like,
in my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember. And that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know? But yeah. I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
listen, all those guys there should be ashamed of themselves. Every single person involved should be ashamed of themselves. Those dudes queuing up, talking about, oh mate, what do you do in your spare time? Whilst waiting to whack the same girl and you're number 87, the dude next year is number 35. Nah man, that ain't for me.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
She's got Prestige 10 pink eye as well. I wonder why.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget the day, Jesus.
So it looks like to me, after everything she was saying, she's having a literal breakdown after doing that. And I don't think there's anything more degenerate than this. This tops it. This is number one on the degenerate list. And like I said at the start, just when you think we couldn't get any lower in society, we've reached that point with this.
Oh, it stinks.
What does it smell like? Don't go in there, man. Don't go in there. I don't even want to see this, man.
Oh,
wow.
I guess it. You actually can.
Oh man. You can only imagine how that looks and smells, man.
Real.
Yeah, he's not good with smells.
Man, that smell like hot pockets and sex in here.
So you can clearly see at the end she's having a breakdown from all this, and now she's talking about 1,000 in a day. Just call it a day, love. And there's a reason why. Everyone there, all her team, you know, her personal assistant, they've all got their faces blurred. I wonder why that is. And these are the same girls that call this empowering. This is empowerment. This is the complete opposite of that. You're honestly just watching someone's soul just diminish from inside them. It's just a void left. Because in this documentary, only 2 out of the 100 guys there were willing to talk on camera. That just shows you how shameful this whole event was. And she said at the end when she's having a breakdown, she's sad, she couldn't please everyone. I don't think it's that. She's just emotionally overwhelmed from all the trauma she just went through. This shit is flipping crazy, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's discuss it.
Yeah, it's happening. Do you know who this is? Because I need your opinion.
We do now.
If you don't know, this is Lily Phillips, a young British lady, and she has an ambitious target. Yeah, she wants 1,000 men in one day. Her and her friends have been going all around the country engaging with men. She recently did 100 men in one day. Now, only yesterday, a documentary was released about documentary, a YouTube video, kind of an after the fact interview, how she feels, why she's doing it. Her mother, I think her fiance's mother is her manager. A lot of it.
Hold up. Her fiance.
Went on to say that she's from a very wealthy background. She's doing it off her own abolition. However, she says men, you know, are trash, and she can only do it because men are perverts.
Stop the cap.
I did not know that. She's got a fiance as well and she's doing this? That is crazy. How the hell is she going to get to 1,000? Did she not see the state she was in after 100? She says she's not doing it for money. She's doing it to prove a point. I ain't buying that.
People are losing their dignity. It's not empowering anymore.
No.
And the effects that it's going to have upon other creators and other...
It's not how it's going to impact other creators. It's how it's going to impact the world. Because all the creators on there shouldn't... I don't think anyone should be on there doing that. You know? How that video is going to impact the world. Because how many kids do you think have seen that? Or clips from that? And they're like, what the hell's going on? There's probably schools talking about this.
Young women or people thinking of going into the industry, it's all about grabbing attention now. So people have to continually do more outlandish, crazy things in order to basically make money. Lily was struggling to find the words to describe how she felt after what she had done, but what she meant to say was she said it felt intense. What she meant was she felt violated, because that is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, this is being orchestrated purely with the intention of making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, as a creator, one of the top creators myself, money doesn't equal...
I definitely agree with her on the point that people are doing just outrageous things now for money. Like, we live in a world where there's a lot of people who are trying to make something of themselves. Like, even on YouTube, for example, or streamers, or anything. If you just go down the path of just trying to be a good person and, you know, just knuckle down and do your grind, or you just be like these people who go out on the street and egg people and kick doors into people's homes and make themselves a drink, those are the ones that go viral, and those are the ones who get attention. The Muppets in society. And this video proves that yet again. She got divorced after 2 weeks because she wanted to try a woman. Two weeks, huh? She didn't wait long.
What
is going on here?
Yeah.
So I was with a guy. We were together for 6 years, but we
Damn.
were only married for 2 weeks.
Okay.
And
kind of a
then it
Hookup of a marriage, okay.
blew up everything. Everything.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
But you were together for 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
why did we divorce after 2 weeks?
So
Did you keep laughing in the middle of the night?
no.
Okay.
I enjoyed my life.
Coming to Netflix soon. Serial killer documentary 2025. She could be one of them. Keep your eye out.
No,
Thank you very
I'm
much.
poking at you.
So right before we got married, I came out as bi, and then
Okay.
we decided to continue with the wedding. I really wanted a girlfriend, and he was,
Oh.
I know, he was iffy about that. And
And he still got married? Man. Talk about rolling the dice.
then I decided that women probably weren't enough because our life was really horrible.
Why were you getting married? You knew you wanted to have a girlfriend. He wasn't a girlfriend.
Yeah,
and
I
the
know.
life wasn't there, which a lot of people find to be very important.
I
Me
know.
included, like it's normal.
Yeah.
So why did we go through with the marriage if it ended in 2 weeks?
Because I knew I always wanted to be with him, like for the rest of my life. I just didn't
How'd
know.
that turn
I
out?
just
So 2 weeks after you got married, you changed your mind? Something ain't adding up.
obviously not well.
Stop it. Get some help.
I made 2 crucial mistakes after my
Okay.
first divorce, which led to my second divorce. Mistake number 1, I took 0 time to heal, to rebuild my self-esteem, figure out what I wanted, reflect on the relationship and the role that I played so that I
Okay.
can figure out what I don't want to do in a new relationship moving forward. And instead, I made mistake number 2, which was hopped right back in the fucking dating world and started dating somebody way too soon. Because
She was looking for the rebound, huh? Got divorce number 2. Could be a hat trick en route.
I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. I had no standards. I didn't know my deal breakers. So I settled in a relationship, which didn't fucking work out. I'm
Okay.
telling you, working on yourself after a breakup or a divorce, like, that has to be your number 1 priority. If you're not doing that, you're going to keep finding yourself in the same relationships with the same type of people, and you're going to keep getting divorced and keep breaking up. Ain't nobody-
I can agree with that. You know, when you've come out of a relationship, give yourself time to start thinking straight again. Because when I've been there, we've all been there. When you break up with someone, you end up making stupid decisions. You know, and you're not thinking straight. Your feelings all over the place. And, you know, just go to the gym, work on yourself, make money, get fit, all those things. Give your brain time to process everything that's happened. And then when the time comes again, you can take the opportunity. But yeah, she's completely right with that one.
I got time for that. Who wants to fucking do that? Heal your shit. Know your worth. Have high standards. Be super fucking picky. Know what your deal breakers are. And stop settling. Take the time to like really learn how to stand on your own 2 feet and not feel like you need a relationship in order to feel happy.
But at the same time, she's saying all this, and I don't know how old she is, but she's not in her younger days, and she's got 2 divorces on the stats already. I mean, most guys are going to look at that as a red flag. I'm sure she ain't going to say everything on camera, but if you're 2 divorces deep already, there's some issues there.
Y'all know what's going on, and so do I.
This is such an interesting time of year. If you are getting divorced or you've recently divorced, the holidays just bring up a lot of reminders that your life is different and your life is changing. And when it comes to changing, because I work with women every day on putting their lives back together after divorce in a really beautiful way, it's interesting that a lot of people.
Do you know what I've seen as well? A lot of these people who do like these therapy sessions with women who are divorced, why are they always divorced? Like, that's like getting taught how to swim from someone who can't swim. or getting taught how to ride a bike from someone who can't ride a bike. These people are teaching people how to have a healthy relationship in life, but they're divorced as well. I just find it weird.
That just makes no fucking sense.
Talking about the top 10 reasons for divorce. Today is number 9.
We know the number one reason, that's money. We know that for sure.
This one's going to be a hot topic, but it is one of the top 10 reasons for divorce. So number 9 is one person in the relationship is not carrying their weight.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Okay, so what I hear a lot for the women that come to me who are considering divorce is this. I'm doing everything. If I don't do it, it won't get done. I've asked and I've asked for him to carry the weight in this relationship, like 50-50. Can we be partners? We both work full time, but why am I coming home and doing my second full-time job while he sits on the couch and watches TV? Why is it up to me to book the kids' dentist appointments and doctor's appointments and know the schedule? Why is it up to me to plan it?
That situation completely depends on, like, is he paying for the house? Is he paying for all the bills? Is he paying for all the groceries? Is he paying for the water, the gas, the electric, everything? So this completely depends on the situation and the financial agreements they have.
Everything. Why won't he contribute? And as much as you've asked, it's not happening. And hey, this might go both ways, but I'm talking about women, and one big reason why women are initiating 70 to 80% of all divorces is this one. This should be higher up on the list in my opinion. And also what I hear a lot is, I'm doing everything anyways. If I get divorced, I just have one less person to take care of. And then when they do get divorced and maybe they're single moms with kids or living alone, they're like, life is so much easier.
They say that, but I wouldn't want any woman to live and grow alone. Like, yeah, it might be easier, but it's not better. It's not better by any means.
I'm still doing the same amount of work, but there's just less stress. It's easier, and I'm not resentful for this person who isn't being a team player. So this is a huge one. Let me know what you think. Has this been a reason that factored into your divorce, or is it something that is making you consider, I might have an easier life with one less person to take care of?
You know, guys, I've always said, you helping your missus out around the house and doing bits and bobs and that doesn't make you less of a man. But there's a lot of girls out here who demand a guy to pay the bills and drive them nice places, eat at nice places, stay at nice places, pay for everything, pay for the groceries, do this, do that. But they won't even whip you up some beans on toast. They don't want to do anything. So my conclusive thought to that is, you got to be really careful on who you're settling with, you're proposing to and getting married to. And the thing is, I'm not on that whole like red pill thing, like, oh, you need to have 15 girls on rotation, do this, do that, be single forever, never be in a relationship like a lot of people say and do. I don't advocate for that, because yeah, when you're young, you can do that, great. But being with someone who loves you, cares about you, respects you, and you can have children together and have a family and everything is great, there's nothing greater than that. When you come together and unite, I advocate for that, for searching for that. And men and women, you know, if your partner isn't pulling their weight and they're just giving you an unhappy life, then 100% I advocate you try and be with the right person.
My best friend thinks she's only good enough for one-night stands. She's convinced she's only lovable under cold navy blue sheets. She lives for the weekends and has a smile that makes heads turn. Her biggest fear is letting people...
She's back again. She's brought a friend and she's letting men it again. She's made a poem about herself being for the streets. And now she's made a fucking second poem about her mate being for the streets, Lair. What's going on here? Surely the fucking streets are overflowing right now, Lair. I've said it millions of times, Lair. But be careful what bird you get with, because this could be your girl.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Yeah, writing a flipping poem about how you're getting whacked and that, like, that's flipping crazy. I bet they wouldn't read that poem at a family dinner, because that poem right there is enough to shatter every father's dreams. Can you imagine getting with a girl and then you go on her TikTok and she's reading out a poem like that? Man. That is a nightmare I would not want to live.
I see it. Fuck that.